Hello, and welcome to our last module together. You'll have another module, Module 8, after this, that is only the final exam. But this is really our last opportunity to learn a little more content together, explore another lecture, and build on your understanding of organizational behavior and design. In this week, we will be taking a much broader viewpoint. We'll be discussing health policy at an international level, at a national United States level, regulation, and globalization. So we'll be taking that very international globalization viewpoint of healthcare and health services, as well as talking through some of the federal health policy that really shapes the way that we run health services organizations. So starting out with globalization, which is really chapter 15, we are going to dive into all of the implications of being in a global world. What does it look like, global world? What does it look like to operate a health services organization that serves patients from different backgrounds? And we're not just discussing cultural competency, although that's incredibly important. What does it look like to deal with individuals who are traveling for services? What are we seeing in the health services landscape as far as folks traveling for medical tourism to other countries? And how does that influence the way we run our organizations if we are marketing to individuals and asking them to come either from other locations in the United States or from other countries to receive services? So, how does that idea of travel impact the services that we're providing? And then, even if we layer telehealth on top of that, the idea that you can provide services to individuals in different locations. And so, we'll talk about globalization. We'll also talk about health policy. And admittedly, this is not a health policy course, but there are many policies. When we think about something like the Emergency Medical Treatment and Active Labor Act that deals with our requirement that hospitals provide care to anyone who comes in an emergency room, regardless of the ability to pay, if they need to be stabilized or if they're in active labor, right? So these are elements we have to consider. So we'll talk about health policy for a bit, and then you'll also have your final reflection, short write-up, and discussion board due this week. Thank you so much for taking this journey with me. Have a wonderful week.